This channel is a group of investigative journalists who make educational documentaries showcasing and educating society, especially parents and legal guardians, about potential scenarios that result from young people and adults conversating online if left unchecked. We conduct thorough interviews with consenting adults in an attempt to understand their perspective on why they partake in these conversations online with people that are not of age. The goal of the interviews in these videos and the videos themselves is to gain an understanding of the perspective of the individual being interviewed, so parents and the rest of society can be educated and aware of potential thought processes and desires of adults online to unsupervised persons not of age. These videos are not to cyberbully, harass, degrade, accuse, or threaten any individuals partaking in the interview process or in the video itself. We do not condone any of these actions. These videos are strictly educational, and we grant full permission for academia, which is any classroom setting or in scholarly papers, to show or cite our videos. To ensure that these videos are strictly used for educational purposes, we strictly adhere to YouTube's community guidelines, such as not revealing someone's personally identifiable information, in other words, PII. YouTube defines personally identifiable information as their home address, email addresses, signing credentials, phone numbers, passport number, medical records, or bank account information. We thoroughly look at and edit our videos to ensure that none of this information about any individual is shown in our videos. To ensure extra privacy for each person that is a subject of an interview in any of our videos, as of September 1st, 2022, to thoroughly comply with YouTube's harassment and bullying policy, there will be no mention or information about the last name or first name of any person interviewed in our videos. Due to potentially illegal activities discussed in our videos, law enforcement in the respective jurisdiction we conduct these interviews in is notified of each interview and video filmed by us. We are not accusing any individual interviewed of being guilty or committing a crime. That is the job of law enforcement. We are not vigilantes, and we do not condone vigilantism or vigilante behavior, such as taking the law into your own hand or not notifying law enforcement when a suspected crime takes place. We are investigative journalists. Trigger warning. Some of what can be discussed in these videos can be sensitive to some, emotional, or stressful. The only goal of these videos is to educate the public. At the end of each video, as of September 1st, 2022, there will be an educational portion at the end to discuss what was talked about in the video and to discuss what people can take from that video and learn from and tell others about. Our goal here is to bring awareness and educate the public. Now the video will start.
Conversation, okay? Look, I'm not here to jam you up.
Can we go over here?
Absolutely, yeah, let's go over here. You ain't got no weapons or anything on you?
No.
Okay, all right, cool. My name's Brian. I'm sorry to meet you like this, okay? All right. Like I said, I'm not here to get you in trouble, okay? I think that you kind of just got wrapped up in some internet bullshit, you know?
Yeah,
we just kind of want to get you right.
Me and my wife, we split up. We're
Right.
You know what I mean?
I hear you.
She put me in a spot, man. I had to give my kid up.
Yeah, loneliness, I get it, okay? We're with youth protectors, okay? And I am recording this just so you know, but it's for safety, okay? It's just that way you can't say, I try to attack you. I'm not here to attack you. I'm not here to hurt you or ask you for any money or anything like that, okay? And what we do with youth protectors is we believe there's other ways of solving these situations like this, okay? And we want to protect our children, okay? Yeah. And so, you know, not all people, I don't talk to everybody, all right? You know, some people, they.
Would you mind if I get a cigarette out of here?
Yeah, go ahead. Just make sure you're gonna reach for no weapons or anything like that. You don't strike me as that type.
No, all I got.
Right on. All right, cool. But like I said, man, we don't talk to everybody. There's some people that we just turn it over to somebody else, and you know, but that's not the situation in this one, okay? You're a young guy. You got your whole life ahead of you. So, all right. So let me ask you, what was the girl's name you came here to meet?
Man, I'm not even sure. It's some like
Ari or Aria? Okay,
yeah,
something like that. Okay. And how old did she tell you she was?
I can't even remember. It's been so long ago.
Been a while.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me explain something here. Is just to make it easier for you, because dude, I get it, man. I understand this is a nerve-wracking situation.
Yeah,
okay.
it really is.
I know. I get it. Okay. You're lucky it's me that's here, though. You know what I mean? I'm not here to jam you up. I'm not here to get you in trouble. We just want to have a talk. Okay. We want to kind of see how this all came to be. You know, and basically just kind of want to make sure it doesn't happen again. Okay. I know how old she told you that she was in here. Okay. So, just and kind of how this works is we just want honesty. Okay. And that's what this is. It's just if you
like
can be.
I said, man, it's been so long ago.
Okay.
I can't even remember.
Right. Okay. Yeah, you have been talking for a while. I noticed this is only a very small portion of the printouts. The printouts is like this thick, 1.5 inches thick. So it is pretty extensive. So I know it has been a while, but there's the very first page. So she says she's right. Is that what that says? She says, okay. All right. And what was your intentions here? And like I said, to be honest, because I'm not, you know.
Just to hang out. I know that there was some messages in there that was.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
inappropriate.
Yeah.
Really, like I said, man, me and my wife, we split up, and I got in a spot. And what happened is she took off. She left me for some old dude, and I didn't have no vehicle. I didn't have no food. You know what I mean? And I had to call her mom to come and get the baby. So I told her, I was like, look, man, I can't take care of him right now. And I said, Brandon, she put me in a spot, man, and I don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
And she come and got him, and we've been fighting for custody, and I just let her go ahead and get custody of him.
Right.
Right now, I ain't really got nowhere to go, nowhere to take him.
Yeah.
So he was better off. You know, I'm not that there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I couldn't drag him through the mud with me.
I appreciate that, you know. Shit.
Oh, my bad, man. I wouldn't even think.
It's okay, man. You're nervous. I get it. It's understandable. So I know there was some talk about wanting to have in here, and like I said, I'm not wanting to embarrass you by reading all these, you know, but there's some of it I'd kind of like to go over, you know.
Like I said, I know there was some that was inappropriate and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just,
Let's see, hold on.
really just kind of,
Like I know you.
really, I don't even know. Just trying to get out of my head.
Right.
You know,
Just loneliness.
yeah, I mean, I got kids that old. You know what I mean?
Really?
I got 4 kids.
Yeah. How old are you? You're 30?
Yeah.
30? Okay. Yeah. How old are your kids, if you don't mind me asking?
I got a set of twins. They're fixing
Oh, you
to
got
turn
twins.
11. Yeah.
Right on.
4 with 3 different women.
Yeah.
And it's been a mess.
That's expensive.
Yeah, it really is. But my twins, they'll be 11. I got a little boy that's 12. He's been fighting with kidney failure since his.
Oh man, that's tough.
And my youngest one, he'll be 3 in November. He was a Thanksgiving baby.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's cool.
On
Hell yeah.
Thanksgiving 2022.
Right. Is that your pick there?
And that is one I sent, but no, it's not.
That's not yours though. But you sent that one.
I
Okay.
did send it.
All right.
You know, like I said, some of that stuff is inappropriate, man. It
Like
just-
right here. Read that for me. This is you, right?
Yeah.
Just read it out loud
I
to me,
mean,
just right there.
With you.
Okay. So you did say that part.
I did, yeah.
All right. Okay. See, that's dude.
But it's just,
I know how hard it is, and the honesty is where we can help you. Okay, that's all, you know. And I'll tell you what, I love my job, man. I mean, because it's all about. It's very hard to get people to be honest in a situation like this, but I kind of handpick which ones I think that I can talk to and that will be honest, that we can try to, you know, move forward and get you some help. You know what I mean? So you know, that's kind of what we'd like to do. Now, let me ask you some more uncomfortable questions because it's kind of what I have to do, okay? But I know that this one isn't the only one you've been talking to. How many others have you been talking to that are under the age, other than her? This is the only one that you on. What app were you guys using on this one? This one here is Messenger on Facebook, and then I noticed that the other chats here changed. What is that one? What app is that one on? You guys went to a different app to go, because I noticed that the conversation got a little bit more risque whenever the format changed.
I'm not really sure what.
It may just been the way the screenshots were done differently.
It could have been.
Okay, so it was all on Messenger, I guess, is my question.
I guess.
All up is on Messenger. Okay.
As far as I know.
Right.
I mean, I've not. You know what I mean? I've not.
Yeah. You didn't
really all
talk
I
on
got
other
is
apps.
Facebook Messenger.
Okay, cool. Okay, good. Well, the reason I asked that is because when we do this, we want to find out how deep this goes with you, okay? And meaning there's other apps out there that some of these people use.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm sure you're familiar with like some of those apps, like, you know.
Well, see, my wife or whatever, ex-wife, she had that daggone Snapchat, and
Yeah.
that's where she got hold of the people. Like, she cheated on me, man, for years.
Really?
And it just she made me feel like that big.
Yeah.
You know, I was like,
Yeah.
what am I doing, you know, to make you go search for all these other people? Like, what is
Right.
it that they got that I don't?
Right.
You know, and I tried. I was in there on my belly, man, begging her.
Right.
Because, I mean, you married?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you fight for your family, man. That's the way I was raised.
And I tell you, when somebody cheats on you, it is the most gut-wrenching thing that you can
Yeah,
go
it makes
through.
you feel.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the word would be. You know,
Right.
like I don't know. She's beat me down, man.
Yeah.
Me through the mud.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get it. I get it 100%, man. I do 100%. I've been cheated on. I know what it feels like. I know what it can do to a person.
It belittles you for sure.
Yeah. How long, like what do you think kind of contributed to you wanting to meet up with her, with this one here?
Like I said, mainly just to get out of my head, you know, just to occupy myself, I guess, really.
Yeah.
You know, she's my ex-wife. She's made me so insecure, and just that's pretty much
Just
it.
kind of
really.
just basically just kind of trying to seek attention anywhere you can get it, kind of thing.
Well,
yeah.
not really that. It just, well, I wouldn't really say it that way, but
Yeah.
just, I guess,
in a way, just kind of get rid of the loneliness and the monotony of things.
Just kind of feel like I guess in a way, kind of feel like I mean something to somebody, because,
Right.
you know, me and her, we was together 11 years, and it just, man, really, that was the only one that I've been with that, you know, actually meant something.
Right.
The other 3 kids, they wasn't really planned out, and my youngest one, he was, and it was a whole different scenario.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was rough.
Yeah, I get it. Do you get to see your kids or no?
Yeah.
You do? Okay, that's good. Right on. So she didn't move away with them or anything like that?
No, she said she was going to move to Tennessee, but whenever I got in the spot to where, you know, I had to have her mom come and get the little boy, you know, she got custody of him and stuff, and it just, she couldn't do anything because,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, she wasn't legal guardian. So
Right.
that, my parents, man, they wasn't really the best of parents. I mean, they tried, don't get me wrong, but
Right.
it just, you grow up a certain way, and I mean, I wasn't abused or nothing like that, but
No.
it just more, oh, you ain't never gonna be nothing, you know.
That's abuse.
That mentally.
Yeah, and that's the worst. You know, you can heal from physical abuse, but psychological abuse sticks around.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's how I believe on that.
No
So
doubt.
yeah. Okay. If this would have turned out to be real, what was your intentions? If it was consensual,
Man,
then you think that
I couldn't.
no. Yeah.
Like I said, it was just more of a feeling accepted, I guess, maybe.
Right. Yeah.
Because, you know, like I said, just the way my ex-wife done me, man, it just, like, I feel like a burden to everybody.
Yeah.
You know, and I was just, I've been in my head a lot lately, and
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with myself, really.
Right.
Like, all I want is my family back, and, you know, I've tried to talk to her, and she's not about it, and it just,
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I mean? I've tried, and I mean, in a way, she's kind of making me not really hate her, but have like this grudge against her.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
she should never put me in a spot to where I had to sign my kid over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She shouldn't
Yeah.
have done that. And,
There's some resentment always,
yeah,
obviously.
for her to do that, it just kind of,
Yeah.
it makes me feel a certain way about her.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get it.
She
I get
shouldn't
it.
have never done
Yeah.
that.
It's hard not to. I get it.
Because she took off with, because me and her, we split on this vehicle. We bought her off of her mom, and she ended up taking it, and I had the house and the baby. And whenever she took off, she was like, "Well, I'm just gonna go to the dollar store, get some milk and eggs or whatever for the baby." And
Didn't
whenever
come
she
back.
left, she was gone for like 2 months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't have
Yeah.
no food, no way to get nowhere. Didn't have a phone because she busted it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, "What do I do?" And I had to walk down the street and use the daggone bank's phone.
Really?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
there I was packing him. You
Oh,
know, maybe
man.
a year old.
Oh, and you had your 1-year-old with you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's tough.
And I walked in there and I was like, "Be careful, I use your phone." You know, so I got some stuff going on. I said, "I don't have a phone." And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And here he was down here raising hell, trying to get in everything.
Yeah, I miss that age. Mine are all grown up, you know, or pretty much grown up, you know. The toddler age is the best.
My youngest, he's got autism, and I don't know, man. He gets in these moods. He throws these little fits.
Mhm.
He flaps his hands.
Mhm.
It's the cutest thing ever. But he's a little weirdo, but it's cool though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah.
a cool little dude.
Yeah, right on. That's good. That's good. Did she reach out to you, or did you reach out to her first on
I
here?
honestly can't even remember.
I guess the way this looks is like you reached out to her first. I didn't really pay attention to that part. I didn't even have to ask you that question, huh?
Like I said, man, it's been so long.
Have you guys talked about meeting up before today?
Yeah, but I never did.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, man, it ain't really that I was wanting to or had any intentions on anything. It's just, like I said, here last month or so, I've been down, and you know, I don't really have nobody no more.
Yeah.
My parents, they don't really fool with me, and
Right.
you know, I get to see my kid every now and then, and it just,
Yeah.
I'm just lost. I feel
Yeah.
like, you know.
I get it. I feel for you, man. It's tough world out there, and when you're going through some shit, you know,
Yeah.
it's tough. So I totally get it. You know, I've been through some shit myself. You know, I think we all probably have. But I guess what we want to try to understand is, because like I said, we're trying to figure out the psychological situation here, because our group kind of believes that in situations like this, where you know you're 30 years old, you know, this girl's, you know, and the things that you said to her about wanting to have and wanting to get married and all that stuff is concerning. You know,
I'm
You know what I mean?
well, going through a divorce.
yeah, yeah. So like, you know, I guess where I'm getting at is like, this concerning part is the fact that you came all the way here too. You know what I mean? That you came here to meet her, and some of the stuff that you said in here about wanting to have with her and all that. What do you think kind of drove you to do that? Like, is there anything in particular that kind of triggered these actions, or
I mean,
other
really,
than
just like
the
I
divorce
said,
or whatever?
Just where I've been going through everything, I've just, you know, I feel like I'm a burden on everybody, you know.
Yeah, I get that.
I guess
feeling.
I really just want to feel like somebody wants me to be around, or you
Right.
know, just somebody to talk to.
Right,
And
right.
I don't have anybody to talk to.
Yeah.
At all. Like my brothers, I got 3 brothers, and neither one of them, they don't talk to me or nothing. And
Yeah.
you know, my dad, he was a truck driver all my life, and I never really got to see him a whole lot.
Yeah, that's important. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. I think really a lot to do with everything really is my dad not being around. You know, I needed like a father figure, and that's kind of where I'm at with my little boy, man. He needs me, and I need him. And I'm
Absolutely.
gonna be there one way or another.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not going to blow you up in front of people. That's not what I'm here for. Have you? I know you don't have Telegram, which is a plus. I know that I did see in here where she asked you if you had Telegram. You know,
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's good. That's good. The reason why I say that is because a lot of these situations like this, you know, where we got to look into them, and if they have Telegram, a lot of times that could be used for having other stuff, you know, like you know, on their phone and stuff like that, you know. But I know you don't have that, so that's a plus. Okay, and that's one of the reasons why I decided to come out and talk to you instead of going the other route. Okay. Because you know, people that have that in their phone is a little bit more concerning, you know. But my group wants me to just make sure that don't have anything like that, you know, and you know, you don't have any of the apps like Zangy. You don't have Zangy, and it doesn't sound like you never heard of that. Okay, all right, and I believe you on that. I appreciate your honesty. You know, I do. I really do. That helps things speed things along a little bit here, you know. Excuse me. Stitches. Dude, I don't know if you guys have a Steak and Shake around here. No, I stopped. You ever been to Steak and Shake?
Yeah, there's one. I think maybe in London.
Yeah.
I think.
Well,
Or maybe I think it might be in London, but they got these milkshakes, man. That,
yeah.
bomb.
Well, I won't eat there in Branson, Missouri no more. That's Steak and Shake in Branson, Missouri. We went through there a couple of days ago, and ever since then I have been painting toilets. Yeah, it's just so
Taco
bad.
Bell does me like that.
Yeah. Well,
Man.
it's that sesame seed oil they have, you know, in their
Yeah.
foods, whatever. It's just, nah, I'll never eat it in Branson, Missouri, Steak and Shake ever again. But, so, do you know about when, I know you don't know exactly when, you know, and I get it, that's fine. But like, you know, about, if you had to guess, about how long you and this one has been talking? Like about how many months? Has it been months?
Man, really,
Does it proceed past prior to this year, like maybe in
I don't.
because I don't have dates. I don't have dates on
I
here.
think it might have.
Oh wait, yeah, I do.
Might have been a little bit.
Never mind.
Before
I didn't realize they're dated.
this year, it was
Okay.
24, I believe. Right.
Oh,
Me
okay.
and my ex-wife, whatever, we split up. I left her September or October of 24, and it's all been crazy
Yeah.
ever since.
Well, so it's here July 9th. So that would have been July of 2024, huh?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Because that's when, you know what I mean?
Right. So you guys split up in September. So you've been talking to this one since before you guys split up then, or you're just wrong.
See what it was. I'd seen some messages on her phone, like, you know, the reaction, like if your phone was laying here and we're sitting here talking, it lights up. It's just a reaction to look at it.
Right,
you know
right.
What I mean? And it ain't that I was trying to snoop or nothing. It just I happened to look over at it and there was just some crazy stuff. And she was like, you know, you're not giving me the attention that I want or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, you know, I'm sitting here doing everything I can to keep this family together.
Right.
But, yeah, I'm the one not giving you the attention.
Right.
I felt like that's what she was wanting, but that was her way of me giving it to her instead of, you know, just being like, hey, you know, I want a little more attention or whatever. And, you know, that's fine, cool.
Yeah.
But I feel like that was her way of it, and it was kind of like a payback thing because I went and, you know, I texted my ex a little bit, and it just, I don't know if that was what broke the camel's back or what, but she ended up leaving me. She's with a dude that's like 60 now, and it's just,
Oh, wow.
it's crazy.
Wow. Well, she downgraded then. So at least you can take that and kind of feel better about that, right? Oh, really?
And she does. She come up there. It's been a couple weeks ago, and she was like, "Man," she's like, "Is there any way we can just work stuff out?" I said, "Look," I said, "You've done so much that I don't know if move past it or not."
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
I said, "It's just the damage is done."
Right.
I said, "We're better off to just, you know, what I mean, go our separate ways."
Yeah.
I said, "What I want for you is for you to be happy, man. You know," I said, "Find somebody that genuinely makes you happy, and go live your life." You
Right.
know?
Yeah.
And she got all but hurt about it, and I was like, you know, if you're wanting me to be happy, that's what it's going to take, is for me to see you happy.
Right.
I said, me seeing you happy is what's going to
Yeah.
make me happy.
If you love them, let them go, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she went, huh?
And it sucks, man. It's hard, but I mean, what else do you do?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And you know, I try not to sit and dwell on things. Man, it's hard. You know, when you got a family, just, you know, my papa, he was always like, man, you know, is that for?
No, they're not here for us.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm positive. How you doing?
Not too bad. How y'all doing?
Good.
Y'all fun?
We're just having a conversation here. So basically, you're not going to talk to the girls online anymore, right? You promise not to do that no more.
I'll
Okay.
leave here. And
Do you have
I'll
any
go.
weapons on you?
So
Keep your hands out of it.
don't worry about it. Just gonna be honest with him, okay? All right.
Do you have anything on you?
No, just go out in the phone.
But you did travel here from Tennessee, is it? Is it
No,
Tennessee?
from,
Kentucky, from Kentucky to meet with her? Yeah. Okay.
With all that, I don't even know what's going on. But this is the standard procedure. I'm just going to Before we ask any questions, Mr. Senior, we reserve the right to remain silent. Anything you say can will be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to an attorney for advice before you ask any questions, and have the right to during questioning. If you're not afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before any questioning if you wish. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you also have the right to stop answering at any time. You also have the right to stop answering at any time. I'm going to wait until he gets
He's here.
And then we'll. Perfect.
So,
We'll talk to you, okay? Okay, I have no clue. I'm not wrong. Yes, sir.
how you doing?
Good. I'll
Yeah.
try.
You want to hang out with him? I've done patted him down.
Yeah.
He's been right as well.
Okay, so I've got, this is just a
You all
part.
do this like YouTube or something?
Yeah, but that's not why we do it. We do it for,
No,
for the convictions, you know what I mean?
I'm just
A lot
wondering,
of
trying to
people,
get it.
but yeah, a lot of people do it for views. That's not why we do it. So
Okay.
we're a chapter under Poachers. We're Poetry, Illinois.
Okay.
Collectively, we have arrests in 48 states across the country. Okay. But as you can see here, this is just a portion of them. I do have all the chats on a Google Drive that I can provide to you guys. But you'll see here where he reached out to her first. She immediately tells her her age. Okay. This started back in July of 2024. Okay. So like I said, I only brought out the key points with me. I have the rest of them in there, but I also have it on digital for you guys as well. But yeah, he became extremely. He actually came here to meet her to have, as you'll find in the chats. He sent his pic to her. Clearly, she's and
Can
the
you
chat.
just show me where she says?
Yeah. So
hi?
right, this is the very first. How about you? She's like, and then of course it continues on, and you know he asked her where she lives.
And who
from
is
the
this
beginning.
actually texting?
This is him, and
Who's
a decoy.
okay? So
Yeah. She's of age, and you know, of course, he sends his picture. He provides his phone number and stuff, so all ties to him. They agreed to meet today here at this address, and we came to, you know, of course, interact it. And yeah, so he's traveled across state lines to meet with this year-old. So, you know, but yeah, like I said. You can take. I will go ahead and grab all the rest of them as well. They won't be in order, of course, but I mean,
Okay. Yeah, not a problem.
he becomes very. He sends her his picture and everything.
Okay. Do you have those right?
Yeah,
printed
yeah.
out?
Yeah, I have it
Not that I
all.
wanna see it, but I've gotta
bro,
see it.
you gotta have to have it. Unfortunately, we don't like seeing it either. But
Oh, I'm sure. I
like,
mean, I
you know,
appreciate what you all do. Absolutely.
yeah, absolutely.
That's
But you
amazing.
just, you know, we're gonna have question mark. He's several times he asked about having with her. Okay, so yeah, he's a sick guy, and if this would have been a real one, I really think that the worst would have happened.
So did you all have him meet you all here?
Yeah.
Okay.
We my decoy pulled this address, and then, you know, I'm from Southern Illinois, so we drove like 5.5 hours to get here for this. Yeah, we drive all over. But he came up from Kentucky, drove 2 hours and 20 minutes to come up here for this. You know what I mean? So obviously the intent is there, and you guys would get him for traveling to meet a minor.
Okay.
You know, that one's gonna be pretty easy.
Absolutely.
So,
Let me just get some
and we have all that.
information from you, if you don't
Okay,
mind.
absolutely. And I'll tell you what I'm gonna do, because I am mic'd up still.
Okay.
I'll write my information down for you.
That'll work perfectly. I'll give this to you.
That way I don't say
way
it
you
out
don't have to
loud.
blur it out or anything.
Yep. Normally it takes longer. I normally talk to him longer, but I don't believe that he has any in his phone. But you know, it wouldn't hurt to.
We'll get a warrant for it anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay.
Did he say anything to you while you were out your talking turn?
He knows that what he did was wrong and stuff. You know, of course he says in some of the chats where he's like, you know, I can get in trouble for this. So I mean, he knows right from wrong, but. He brought McDonald's with him and stuff, you know.
This is his vehicle right here.
Yes, yeah. And I believe him and his prior wife has it. It belongs to both of them. He told me that him and his ex had bought it together or whatever. So
Did he mention bringing any kind of paraphernalia?
no, he didn't. But maybe check the McDonald's bag.
Yeah, absolutely.
You want my address or what?
Just a good phone number for
Okay.
you. Address would work.
Yeah.
Date of birth,
Okay.
and then your all's YouTube channel as well, just
Yep.
in case we need the YouTube video.
Yeah. Oh, I'll be sending that to you no matter what.
Okay. I'll give you my email
I'll put that
address.
in a drive as well and send it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, your email just be great. Okay.
How long y'all been doing this for?
About 10 years. I personally have only been doing it for about 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. The main guy that does it's a guy named Alex Rosen. He's the GOAT. Like he's everywhere. He's phenomenal.
Probably seen him
I
around,
guarantee
watched
if
his
you
videos.
watched him, you've seen him. Yeah, and that's my guy. He's the one that got me into this.
Okay.
But yeah, he just basically blamed it on being lonely, going through a divorce and all that crap. But that ain't no, you know. Phone number, address, date of birth.
Perfect. And then I'll rip off a separate sheet. Give
Yeah.
you my email and name.
And then we'll probably find some Wi-Fi between here and our next catch, which will be actually down in Kentucky.
Okay. You all
And
going
then-
right after this? to
Yeah,
get them?
yeah. And then we'll be, I'll find a Wi-Fi spot and we'll upload on the laptop and email it out to you guys right away. I'll have it to you guys tonight.
Perfect.
Very cool, very cool.
And are those pictures for me or?
You can have them, yeah. And actually, let me grab more for you. Yeah, so pretty extensive.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely. Okay.
been going on since July of last year.
Okay. And you have your entire conversation, video and audio recorded with him?
Yes, yeah. I'm
How
mic'd
long
up.
did he talk to you out here?
Honestly, I didn't take very long on this one. I'd say we've probably only been here for maybe 35 minutes or so. Because of the fact, yeah, I mean, yeah. He didn't say he was here to have, couldn't get him to say that he was here to have, but, you know, with all the chats and everything, the fact that he traveled here, obviously, you know.
Okay.
But he's like, I just was bringing her McDonald's, but you're not bringing her McDonald's from Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah.
Not at all how that works.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. Well,
So,
we'll be taking him to jail.
cool. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. If you don't mind, we're going to stick around for it.
No, yeah.
You're good. Good. All right, guys.
I was coming to just hang out with the girl. Yeah. No, like I told you, I'm up in one first course. You know, it's just been hell. You know, I don't really have anybody like that on my back. It's really all I have.
Let's go.
I like I said, I don't know nobody talk to. I've reached up to some favors and stuff.
Yeah, guys, I didn't spend too much time on this one only because, you know, we were already pretty sure he didn't have any. You know, he didn't have Telegram, so this was our main goal was just to get him arrested. So, you know, traveling to meet a minor, to me, that's good enough. Thank you, Brad. I appreciate you. Game over is right. You used midgets. Yeah, law enforcement here is kick-ass. Yeah, based. Sorry guys, I am shaking like a leaf. The adrenaline is it's pretty high right now. Thank you, Lee. I appreciate you, man. Based cops for sure. Alex's cash is canceled. Yes, it is awesome when cops finally do their job. I tell you what, I'll be honest, man, it's been pretty depressing on that one that you guys are fully aware of. You guys seen the email I sent. And by the way, an update, there is no update. That lady never, ever replied to me from that email. Never replied once. So after this weekend, we're gonna try to make another attempt. And then if that doesn't work, well, honestly, my next attempt is probably just gonna be posting the video of that catch all over all the social media sites around that area of Fort Wayne, Indiana. But yes, we are in Indiana, and we're southern Indiana, and these cops are based. Thank you, Tommy, for the $2.22. Cody, thank you again earlier for the 200. That's awesome. You guys are amazing. Yeah, good point. Holiday weekend, give her till Tuesday. Yeah. Well, you know, the first time I talked to her, she said that the prosecutor was on vacation. And then the next time I talked to her, about a week and a half later, she claimed that she was on vacation. And it's like, you know, come on. Thank you, Lee, for putting that out there. Appreciate all you guys for the cash apps. It literally made, like you guys understand, it made a huge, huge, huge difference for us on this trip. All the cash apps you guys have sent. I mean, we appreciate it very, very much. We're going to be stable, I think, really soon. I think I'm projecting we get maybe good 5-6 more good catches on YouTube, and I think it'll be enough to pull in enough people into the supporters on locals to really make it to where we can continue this, you know. So there's them shiny bracelets. We got the bracelets, guys. All right. The cops are cool. They're playing it very well, keeping them calm. Kind of doing my thing here. Thank you, J-Rad. Appreciate you. Yes, they were awesome. They did a very good job. right, guys. I don't really think there's a whole lot left to show you guys for the live stream, but so I'm gonna go ahead and kill the live stream. And base, we got him. I mean, I appreciate you guys. We'll have the full video up as quick as possible. We got more catches to go for, so thank you all for your support. Love you guys. Peace. Let me see if I can figure out how to turn this off. Stop streaming, yes. All right, guys, we got him. Got him for traveling to meet a minor, and yeah, we got him. He's in cuffs. So this is what we do. We're gonna get back on the road, and we got more. Stay tuned.
If you want to support the predator poachers catching the sickest both near and far, go to the pinned comment. If you're on Rumble, press the red join button to see over 30 videos early and uncensored for only $10 a month. We can't do this without your help, so join our locals.